From the makers of Skyflakes comes another hit starring Skyflakes Condensada. Sarap na bagay na bagay. Skyflakes with Lily's peanut butter. Bagay na bagay. Skyflakes sandwich. Sarap na bagay na bagay.
Crackers, cookies, cream and wafer.
Crackers.
Always a great combination, no matter the order.
Great combination.
Ang susunod na programa ay rated PG. Ito ay nangangailangan ng patnubay at gabay ng magulang para sa mga batang manonood.
Disclaimer.
The views and opinions expressed by the host do not state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views, opinions, and insinuations made by the host or guests do not reflect those of the show, the management, and the network.
Good evening, everyone! Today is a very special day because we will be having not just one or two, but three special guests who have contributed greatly in the study of atoms. Let's all welcome Mr. John Dalton, Mr. Amadeo Avogadro, and Mr. Robert Brown. Care to introduce yourself to the audience? When and where were you born?
Hello, I'm John Dalton. I was born on September 6, 1766 in Cumberland, England. I'm a meteorologist and chemist, as well as a pioneer in the development of modern atomic theory. I'm glad to be here and spend my time with all of you.
Buongiorno, I'm Lorenzo Romano Amadeo Carlo Avogadro. Conti de Quaregna Esereto, or you can call me Amadeo Avogadro for short. I'm born in Turin Kingdom of Sardinia in the month of August, day 9, year 1776. I'm also a mathematical scientist, and I may say I am very honored to be part of your marvelous show.
Hello! What a lovely day we're having! My name is Robert Brown, and I was born at December 21st, 1773 at Montreal, Scotland. I am very excited to be here today, and although I am not a scientist, I will try my best to be involved in your discussions.
And now, that's for the basics of introductions. We will continue with the questions in return of the Extra Talk Show by Jaylon Corpus.
Bigger yummy yum.
Bigger Dewey, bigger fun. Get your Bigger Dewey now.
Bigger Dewey Lola. Bigger fun.
Bigger Dewey, bigger fun. Get your Bigger Dewey now.
And now, let's continue our interview with our three special guests to know more about them. I'm just curious, what did you see in Dalton's theory that caught your interest?
Dalton's atomic model provided an excellent explanation of Gay-Lussac's observations. If every one of Gay-Lussac's volumes contained the same number of Dalton's atoms, I made this reasonable hypothesis in where I called it the volumes hypothesis, which is now sometimes called Avogadro's law.
If you don't mind me asking, what is the Avogadro's number?
6.02214 times 10 to the 23, which can be used by solving mole to mole.
Why do you think that your atomic theory is important?
My atomic theory is the first complete attempt to describe all matters in terms of atoms and their properties.
The formula that I made, in which I called it Avogadro's number, was approved by Dalton to help him with his theory, so that they can understand the molecular constituency.
because I was the first one to discover evidence about the atom.
We'll continue to find out more as we dig deeper into their graves in return of the Extra Talk Show. And we'll be right back. Welcome back again here in our talk show. What is your contribution to the study of the atom?
Thanks to Democritus' discovery about atoms, I was able to abolish the idea to conduct experiment and collect evidences that supports my theory, or which I called it the atomic theory. Whereupon I found out that the elements are composed of extremely small particles called atoms. I also believe that all matter is composed of atoms, indivisible and indestructible building blocks. While all atoms of an element were identical, different elements had atoms of different size and mass. You see, all matter is made of atoms, and all atoms of an element are identical, and the atoms of a different element have different masses.
Same as Dalton's theory, I was able to discover consistent evidence in which I supported the theory by creating Avogadro's law, in which I named after me. Equal volumes of different gases contain the same number of molecules when heated, and compressed to the same pressure. Moreover, there is a possibility that elements may exist as molecules rather than single atoms.
While I was studying the process in fertilization of orchids under the microscope, I noticed that there is an opaque area in which I later called on as the nucleus. I also observed that there are tiny pollen grains suspended in still water, moved about in complex paths. Under the microscope, the nucleus moves around in complex paths in which I later called on as the Brownian motion. In the circumstances of fluctuations in the number of atoms and molecules collide with a small mass.
And we'll be right back.
There, lady. Are you tired because of a lot of things to do? Don't give up and don't lose your hope. I will make sure to help you with our newly energy drink, the Heart. Yes, so what are you waiting for? Mars Power Energy Drink. Power Energy Drink. This energy drink contains high amounts of caffeine and caffeine that will make sure to help you to boost your energy in your body and in your brain. Wow. Power Energy Drink has also the impact of 100% horsepower that will really help you to feel awake 24/7.
If you weren't a scientist, what would you have done?
I would have continued my profession in teaching students at college or being a private tutor.
I would just do nothing and stay at home since I'm rich. Kidding aside, I think I would pursue ecclesiastical law.
Maybe I am watering my plants now that I'm a botanist, but kidding aside, I would have been in the medicine field, but unfortunately I ended up being a scientist by accident.
What's the first thing that comes into your mind when you hear the word atom?
Small particles.
6.02214 times 10 to the 23.
Zigzag fluctuations.
Healthy food or fatty food?
Healthy, of course.
Yes or no? Is love sweeter the second time around?
I wish I knew how that feels.
No, I'm loyal to my wife.
I don't know. I've never been in a relationship before.
Okay, next. Past, present, or future?
Past.
Present.
Sex or chocolates?
Chocolate.
Sex while eating chocolate.
Chocolate.
Lights on, lights off.
Lights on.
Lights on.
What more do you like? Dominant or submissive?
Submissive.
Dominant.
Dominant.
Does size matter?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Soft or hard?
Hard.
Soft.
Okay, that's all for tonight, everyone. Thank you very much. And before I leave, I want to say, always remember that chemistry is not just a word, but your whole world. Good night.
Finger and clover, they go together. Finger and clover, my love affair.
Kasama sa office, sa work o sa good times. Kasalo ang best friends wherever you are. At laging good to share sa lover ng Clover.
Para kanino ka bumabangon?
Para sa aking kinabukasan.
On a nutshell. That supports my idea. My theory! Composed of atom. All matter. While all elements of while all atoms of an element, nagbabaliktad ko, oh my God, kasi! Are composed. Elements are composed of blah blah Whereupon I call it whereupon? Saan kung galing whereupon? that support my lead. While all elements, again. All atoms. But the particles are composed elements. So, kung galing particles, on a nutshell, oh my god, nutshell. Yeah, tuk narikon, tuk.
Healthy food or fatty food? Ang awkward naman nun.